end zone. It's DeMarco Murray versus LaShawn McCoy. With that, let's send you up to Orchard Park in Western New York, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, it's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
It may sound trite to a lot of people, but when you have a team that actually does believe in you, it really helps your overall play. DeMarco Murray found exactly that in Tennessee with the Titans.
Because he didn't really have, you're alluding to him not having that in Philadelphia?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, look, he started as the guy there. By the end of the season, he was no longer that guy. The offense didn't seem to fit for him, but it fit perfectly in Tennessee as he led a big-time attack, third in the league in rushing.
Yeah, finishing just shy of 1,300 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well. On first down, Murray. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. There's the 11 starters on defense for Buffalo. And the new coaching staff really coming in. They can look at two numbers, kind of yin and yang. They're good against the pass, 6th in the league, 29th, though, against the run.
Well, if you look at this new coaching staff that has taken over in Buffalo and trace their past, it starts with them stopping the run because they are a very aggressive, blitz-happy type of a group, but it only begins with stopping the run first. So I expect that number to improve in 2017 for Buffalo.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Fourth down, Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, 29 yards. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. Charles, first time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher, he does a little bit of everything, and he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down.
On second down, Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and power it in here with a fullback, Felton. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact right play.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's 4th down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So an intentional grounding penalty, and the offense goes back 10 yards.
Now, last resort for the quarterback. He couldn't get outside of the tackle box, so he could legally intentionally ground the football. Had to just launch it and take the penalty.
To throw is Taylor. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, they'll atone for it here on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Kendall Wright, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Delaney Walker from 3 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, here's Taylor. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Forced the fumble last time. Now 2 turnovers that they forced here in this first half, Charlie.
And this defense has set the tone for the game. Taking it away twice here in the first half of the game, that's going to make the offense so uncomfortable the rest of the game and really make them focus on ball security. Sometimes that cuts down your ability to make big plays.
The offense will try to prove you wrong here. They'll try to find that comfort. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. It's a pickup of 21. And the Titans are going to have a first. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Justin Hunter, 33 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Titans getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 32 that time. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing, Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And Matthews has it right side.
Brandon, believe it or not, the first time I saw Rashard Matthews play was a practice session at the University of Nevada in preseason when he was there. And I remember I couldn't take my eyes off of watching him practice because I had not seen that young man before. And I thought, boy, he can be a special player. And I think he's turning into one in Tennessee.
Yeah, and Miami never was really the go-to option. But last year, let's see, 945 yards, 65 catches, 9 touchdowns, all easily career highs.
Began the season really as the number 2 or number 3 receiver in Tennessee. And before halfway through the year, he had become the number 1 option for Marcus Mariota. Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, yeah, they figured they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Dancing to his left. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Taylor. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it with McCoy. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times. Well, you're going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with a fullback, Felton. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Out of his end zone, Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Titans a first down. To throw, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking deep downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Kendall Wright, 49 yards. It continues to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Macklin's Chiefs going up against Watkins' Bills. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. There's Dan Carpenter set to kick this one off. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. Oh, what a move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. First down, it's Smith. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And his first look is incomplete. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you used. Electric indeed. Dynamic. And this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
Ohio! Let's go!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
2nd down following the run. They'll go again to McCoy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
We've got a 3rd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and
this is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That's caught at the 1. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy taking it in. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Smith on first down. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, here's Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third and 2, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Smith throwing again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Again, it's Charles. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Bills getting set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They go play action with Taylor. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Taylor. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 10 yards still left on second down.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll go back. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. Now Taylor, his pass caught at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll come out in the pistol. From the end zone, Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Jamal Charles. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Defense showing blitz. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's 1st down Buffalo. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with a...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 50, it's Smith. Screen pass to Charles. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Taylor will throw. On the move to his left. Hits his target, Hunter. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ohio! Let's go!
On On second down, here's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. So with 1 second, and the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your...
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 75 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he puts it through. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on second down is Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Taylor steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
Here we go.
This game has the feel of, what, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year in the Davis...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 31 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And here come the Bills. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So they're operating in the red zone.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels...
Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. The play clock's running down. Now Taylor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Taylor rolling to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Here's Colton Schmidt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move. At least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Taylor with a give to McCoy. A strong running. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Buffalo first down. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. It's dropped by his tight end, Charles Clay. And now it's 2nd down.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Here's Taylor. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop two.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rap rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rapping, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythmically right, your vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, widow the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present now. A present.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we'll have a matchup of two young receivers leading their offenses. It's Sammy Watkins going up against Jeremy Maclin. With that, we're off to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where we welcome in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Now Taylor on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Here's the option going right. And, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by... he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Taylor. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Taylor, they'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, 72 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Charles the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Kyle Williams never gets the credit he deserves as a defensive tackle, but every offense in the league knows how difficult it is to block him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Flush to his right. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this is caught at the 8. down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now McCoy. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Bills have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out come the Bills. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Play clock winding down. Now Taylor. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now it's Taylor. And a quick throw here that's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor on the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 28 yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. What? 9. Let's run.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw, Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He sets to fire deep, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the D looking like they may blitz. Smith on 1st down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On the run, it's Ware. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Bills a 1st down.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Taylor to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Taylor out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 21 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Taylor going to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Move 45. Move 45. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now they'll give this one to the up man, Jerome Felton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 20! That one goes for 38 yards. And it's first down, Buffalo.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak with Taylor. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll sneak it with Taylor. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Now this is picked up, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the second. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
Crack it on Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. Your power stroke diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the 6-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing, every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're, the smoke that we're, the party we throw, it's going on. same 'cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page 'cause
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bills going up against the Seahawks. So let's get you up to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there. But you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, that just propelled him into 2016. That, and anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
First down, this is Rawls. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Catch made right side by Wilson. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. His pass caught at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. They come up in an offset eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Taylor, a give to the fullback Felton. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he fends him off. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And that's incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Rex Ryan's decision does not pay off. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they have going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Fourth down, here's Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw it.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Shift together here from the D-line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
This is McCoy. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Mike Gillislee punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
They'll run with pro size. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. With Wilson. His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, pro size. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 20. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run for it. Rawls. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Slot man moves right. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
And here come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Taylor. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now it's Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So 2nd and 10 here. Watkins alone on the left side. They go play action with Taylor. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. They got a man, it's Woods. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Taylor.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
4th down, here's Taylor. Taylor hit, he lost the football, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rolling to his right. This is intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Wilson on second down. Complete outright to Kurz. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Wilson going to hand it to Cozy's. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And quickly they get to the line. Now Taylor on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Let's go. 1,
design run for their wideout. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to him. Now Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. So now 13 yards to go, 2nd and 13 after the penalty marker thrown. To throw is Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the counter, here's McCoy. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Taylor looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's John Ryan now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told us, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Taylor. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Taylor will throw again. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Taylor. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
We got three, fellas. Check. Easy.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The slot man in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry-up. And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on 1st down. Snap count threw the defense off. 5-yard penalty.